In this lesson, we are going to cover the dimensioning tools. Although we talk about dimensioning in many of our lessons and fundamentals, I thought I would do a little couple of videos, maybe even just one. I don't know. We'll see how quick it goes. Basically demonstrating all the different dimension tools and dimension process. So I'm going to open up a file. I'm going to go up here and open up a sample file that comes with REVIT. Sample files down in here. And it doesn't really matter which one. I'm going to open up a REVIT Architecture Advanced Sample Project. Hit OK, open that up. So dimensioning can be done really in flat views, sections, details, callouts, floor plans, elevations, stuff like that. You don't do dimensioning in a 3D view. Generally, there is kind of ways, but so let's just go to a floor plan. And let's just start with grid lines, or a nice easy one. So when we go to our annotate, we have our dimensions. I'm going to take this dimension tool and pull it right off here. Okay, so we have aligned, linear, angular, radial, diameter, arc, length, spot, spot coordinate, spot slope, spot elevation. So I would say really 90% of the dimensions I do anyway are all aligned dimensions. It doesn't matter which discipline. So an aligned dimension, you can go at an angle. It's just that it works such that you pick them and they all are aligned with each other. And then if you, again, whenever you dimension, they turn kind of blue. If you pick it a second time, it removes it. Okay, so you can add and remove. When you're done picking all the points, you need to pick nothing. You need to slide where you want and pick nothing. If you pick something, it'll add it or remove it to your selection set. So when you're done, you pick here. Okay, we can hit modify or hit escape, escape. If you decide to change it after the fact, you pick on here, you say edit witness line, and you're back adding and removing segments again. As you please. Click in. When you're done, you click nothing. That's the clincher. Okay? Escape, escape. You can click on here and lock these. I don't recommend you doing them, but if you do, it'll lock that dimension such that if this grid line moves, this one will pull with it because this dimension is constrained and locked. So linear dimensions go that way, but you can also go, you know, at an angle. If a wall, let's draw some more walls here. You know, if you had a wall, let's not do a curtain wall. Let's pick one of these walls and say create similar, and just draw some walls. Like this, escape, escape. When you go to do your your align dimension, you can pick an edge. You can even tab to pick a point right there as you work your way along. Okay, so you can go from here to there, to there, to there, to there, and then out. You could also go from tab, 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 click, and then tab to grab that point. And then you can go this way. So they don't have to be straight. They can be angled. But it's a linear as opposed to this guy here, or aligned. I don't know if I was saying linear, aligned. Linear is more of picking like a point here. Here's a good example. You can pick some points like this, for instance. Okay. And notice linear, if you drag to the right, it'll go like this. Linear is always almost, it's like ortho. It's always kind of 90 degrees. Okay. And then I can click to place that. Escape, escape. An aligned one, if I was to kind of pick that same geometry, or let's start here. Okay. It would go this way, but if I drag to the right, it's not going to go out that way. Okay, you can't do this type of dimension here with this. Okay, if you did, it's either going to go straight up or straight to the right. Watch. Okay, if I do a linear and I pick those same points here, I'm either going this way or I'm going this way. It's very linear. Aligned will actually let me tab to pick points. Oh, I got the wrong edge. Tab, 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 click. A lot of tabbing in dimensioning. Click, and then finally you can do that. So you can't do this with that. Which brings me to my next point is no matter what type of dimensioning, when you hover over a wall or a door or a window, tabbing on your keyboard will toggle through the different dimension points. You can go here, tab once, goes to the middle. If you pick, it'll go to the middle. And then you can go off to your next point, pick down here, and off you go. If you decide to change it later, you can pick on here, and actually if you just pick this, it'll jump from edge to edge. Center, outside face, inside face. Okay, this, you can move it, okay. The grips go up and down. Okay, these are the witness lines. And this, if you drag the middle one, you can drag it to a new point and it'll actually relocate it, right? If you pick here, it'll toggle within the wall. But if you actually drag this point down and hold it in and let go, it'll actually relocate it. So whenever you want to relocate a dimension, you just pick on it and then you kind of grab the middle one and then boop, move it over and it'll adjust it. If you want to completely get rid of it, then you pick on here and you just go back and remove it. And then add it back in again. And then click nothing. Okay, so aligned and linear dimensions and the grips. This grip moves the text. If the text goes outside of the witness line, it gets a little tail. If it goes inside, and then it kind of snaps back to its spot. So if you want to move the dimension line, you just click and grab it, or you can nudge it with your arrow keys. Okay. This grip relocates the witness line. This grip just kind of moves that. This grip moves your text. So that's the basics on aligned and linear dimensioning.